Somehow it still draws people who want to stand in front of it with someone that they care about. But the story behind it is worth knowing. So let's go back to where it starts. The tree itself came from La Tabaida. Now that's quite a ways south of here. That's down by the airport. It's just southwest of Armenia. Before the colonials cleared Candio, trees like this one covered the valley. Caracolis, they're massive hardwoods that have been growing for centuries. The caracola is a wild relative of the cashew, and like the cashew, its nuts can be eaten roasted. But if they're raw, they're toxic. The indigenous communities of the region knew the tree well and used it for food, for timber, for canoes long before the colonials arrived. This particular tree was enormous by any standards. We know that because there's a photograph of it still standing on the hacienda taken in the early 20th century. In the photograph, two men are on horseback, posing inside the hollow of the trunk. Both of them, with their horses, fit comfortably inside the opening. That gives you a sense of what this tree was. I see there's chats going. I'll check them when I get done with the story. It had been standing long before Armenia existed, long before the colonials arrived from Antioquia looking for land. It was already old when the first families began clearing the forest and planting coffee on the hillsides of Candio. Whatever happened inside it happened in the shadow of something ancient. The legend is set in the early 20th century on the hacienda in La Tabaida where the tree stood. There was a young man who worked the land as a farmhand, a peon. And there was a daughter of a man who owned the hacienda. And like all good stories, they fell in love. Now, in Colombia at that time, that was a serious problem. The distance between a farmhand and a daughter of a patron wasn't just a matter of preference or family opinion. It was a social boundary that both families enforced. You have to remember, colonial Spain has deep roots here. The families involved were hostile to each other about it. The two young people had no place to be together, at least openly. But they had the tree.